pleasure to talk a little bit about Victor. As most of you know, I paint mostly animals, people, organic things. Victor is an amazing talent in that he can take perspective and architecture and buildings and scenes, and he creates amazing compositions out of what I consider out of just that magic. And he's fast. And I know this because we had him do a demonstration for us, and we were all blown away by his talent. But he is also a teacher himself. He's a world traveler, so he has drawings and paintings from literally all over the world. He is a member of the Pittsburgh Watercolor Society as well as the Associated Artists of Pittsburgh. And he's originally from Lima, Peru, but he has become a Pittsburgher, I think, by now, hopefully, because we love him here. And he has displayed collections at the Falling Water, Phipps Conservatory, Cook's Forest, Carnegie Museum. I mean, I'm not going to take away more time from him, but we're just so thrilled that he was here to give us his viewpoint. So Victor, come on down. Start if you want.
With yours.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's mine. I'll distract you from my phone. Where are you? Okay, Lydia.
Okay. Yeah. Wow, this is.
I'll just hold it up.
Oh, yes, yes,
I'll hold it
yes,
so
yes.
it doesn't fall.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, thank you very much for, tell me that I need the euro of that one. It was a pleasure, just come here and see this wonderful painting that you produced or you painting in this particular exhibition. I need to talk for each one, but this painting, when I just come in there, it was located there, and so immediately I see, and I love it. The first of all caught me the attention is the proportion of the painting. It's a vertical, but the proportion is related to the subject. The subject is this beautiful forest. Padding, it can be by cars or whatever. But they say, I want to congratulate first, the artist that produced this beautiful Beltran child. I was immediately impacted when I saw this piece. I did that. The colors and light are like a dancing composition. So the colors are the perfect. We don't see, probably this is in the fall, or it can be in the winter time, because we saw the snow in the background. The another scene is immediately I just trying to check in the small details, and it looks like the artist really mastered the medium. And this is something that you need to evaluate or see immediately. So it's a very classic view. It's a master artwork by the subject. The deep is perfect. The artist achieved a deep with the surface terrain and nature of the trees and creating a very balance around the composition. The skylight is another element that separated the forest and created an inverse triangle, It's an inverse triangle with the white sky, The darkness of the tree creating high walls, on both sides, and the path like the classic old cathedral. Just coming there, this is a temple of nature. This is my first impression. The trunks, the trees are like the columns of the cathedral. All the components of this work merging and matched together with harmony, creating a very emotional sensation of a cathedral. When I first saw this painting, it reminded me my last trip to Canterbury Cathedral in England. If you were there, you would see walking, you see how small we are in relationship with it. That brings me the same emotion when I see this painting. The representation of this art is a part of life. The no and the in on this part. It's you spend a few minutes in silence watching them. It's just watching the life, the part of life. So that is the meaning of this painting. The life representing the two classic moments, the rising sun or maybe the sunset. So that is my words for this magnificent piece. Thank you so much for that. Like the bullfighters, what's the next?
This next, Debbie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
First.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, congratulations for the artist of this first place work. I want to know if the artist
She's in
here.
New Mexico.
Oh, okay. The detailed view consists basically in rocks and grass. A work wonderful skill of execution in the medium. The warm color in the background and the foreground contrast with the group of the rocks. It's a powerful contrast. You see, it's very strong. It's the contrast. The rock has the perfect shape of color. It's a lovely square composition. You see the difference between both of them, not on the side, but in the proportion, talking about the proportion. The main subject in this is the rocks. The shady area in the back confirms the location of rocks with the use of light and shadow. All the composition match work together to create a magnificent piece. There is a quiet stillness depicted in the work that impact the viewer. There is a sense of community in the rocks. That is, against nature is the major subject in this winning piece. Congratulations to the artist. Thank you. Is the artist here? No. Okay, so
It's the small one, Debbie? Small one. That's second place.
yeah, that's gonna be.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now, congratulations to the winner of this great rendition of nature. The sky is overcast, almost like a storm is coming in the dark. The white caps of the waves in the distance are small details, signal and stills water. It looks like the wind are blowing the tree branches from the left to the right. The movement of the tree captured perfectly by the artist. By contrast, the foreground is very well rendered by orange wildflowers, which is the only bright color in this painting. So by this contrast, these flowers say, it's the main subject of this beautiful small piece. And of course, part of the composition is the tree too. There are sense of melancholy in the particular painting produced by the natural skyline. I really love this painting because it was executed perfectly by the artist. It's my on this one. I'm interested. I'm very happy to just give, my opinions to each artist, so they can read it.
Great, thank you. Kim?
My modest point of
A
view.
little bit closer to Victor. Sure.
Okay. Congratulations to the artist for this particular one. We see another great, well-executing landscape art. The rocks are the main focus on this painting, definitely. So when I saw that for the first time, they say, wow, I want to see how he executed this work in the painting for the rocks. And I found the perfect color of the rock. It's different like the other rocks that we saw in the another one. This is, the geology is different. The another are small pieces of rock. This is a very big rock with different, it looks like it's different location in probably it's in the east coast, on the west coast. The rocks are the main focus of this painting. The mastering of this, of the paint strokes of the rocks are fabulous. They find it perfectly by the light and shadow on the rocks. The warm colors using from the rocks are stunning. The darkness background of the trees contrasts perfectly with the clouds. The dark background, the tree contrasts perfectly with clouds. The reflection of the water on the left of this painting is a wonderful detail by the artist. You see this small piece here, the reflection, because there are not much water in the painting. You feel it because they're rock like this size. It's because they have water beside, and obviously the artist put this detail that's beautiful, including the reflection of that. That's what you touch me. All the elements, trees, sky, water, are in perfect harmony with the subject of the rocks in the foreground. The emotion of solitude is evident in this painting, a place where you want to reflect alone. It's a place to just, not for a group of people, but alone to reflect and see you. It's like a mirror in nature. The painting is a peaceful overall. Congratulations on this particular one. It's very, very good. Okay.
Now this is the over Cindy.
Well, I love how she put the suggestive essence. It's more like a suggestive essence to her painterly style because it's not a realistic stone.
It's almost impressionist. That's
the stone.
Yeah, it's different. Like the another one where the rocks, are so strong and and you see the detail.
And I like that your eye visually go to the left side of the painting and then it curve in because the direction is the way the rocks are
Yes, the rock has a direction too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the rocks in different shape, but in this case it is just coming from the right to the left, to the bottom, top to the bottom too.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That's a beautiful piece.
That's a beautiful piece.
Yes, it is. Is the artist here?
No.
No.
Unfortunately not.
That's wonderful.
She's the
I
owner.
want to say thank you very much for
She's the owner of
Is that
the.
Marion?
She's the owner of the gallery.
That's Cindy.
Gallery down in Coreopera, Stillbury.
Yes, yes.
Art gallery.
Yeah.
You
Well,
get the pleasure of coming down there.
okay, so this, well, this is a typical bird painting, but what called me the attention here is the two elements here. The background is almost flat. It's very unusual because we know that this green probably is trees and something, bushes or whatever, but I see there it's just green. the birds is rendering perfectly by the colors of blue. You see the blue, the light blue there, catch your attention wherever you are in this room. Any corner, you know, see the blue coming and included the little birdhouse in the bottom. It's perfectly located in one of the corner. And that's whatever I can say for
He's
this.
here.
It's here. Bravissimo. Okay, let me put this over here.
And this is the same
Yeah.
artist.
Yes. St. Maurice?
Yes.
Wow. It's probably the birds on the left side. Well, this is more interesting for me. And do you know, I am an architect by profession. I work here for 25 years in the industry here in Pittsburgh. So I see many old houses. This is one of the reasons that when I come to the United States, 30 years ago, so I say what I can be, I mean, New York is too new for me, and I chose Pittsburgh because my parents was living here a long time ago here too. And they taught me when I was living in Peru, oh, Pittsburgh is great. Why? Oh my God, they're beautiful old houses. I say, man, you want New York, New York is enormous building. No, that's beautiful houses and the hills and everything. Describe it by words when I come in here. So immediately I know what my mother wants to say about the old houses. And this is one of them. And it's good that you chose this subject. Probably it's one in the north side or north side, yeah. And another thing is this beautiful house. It's no part of the community buildings around. It's only the house, because the design of these houses is to be in the street. And so it caught my attention. The first one is why this house is only alone, because it needs to be part of the street, and we can see. But it's very well executing. There's a lot of work in detail. We're talking about acrylic? See?
Just a little bit.
A little bit? No.
It is acrylic.
Acrylic, yes. Yeah. I know very much how much work is that. Because I work in sometime art I need to make it extremely detailed. And let me bring this and making the parallels between the work and my work. You know that the city of Pittsburgh is proud to donate in one of the only chapel for the Pope in Vatican. So I was one of the group of the architect designing. So me and my wife, we need to go to the Vatican to present the project. And one of the requirements is just making the elevations of this chapel for the Pope in watercolor, and the size of this one, the completely old cathedral. So I know how it's done. So I need to use very fine watercolor brushes in order to create the rendering. But so I know how long it takes just making this a small piece. So congratulations. When I come in to see this, the next dream, I just want to question, is this a photograph or is it's a painting?
Linda, this is Linda's work.
I'm completely,
It is digital art, so the background I painted in Procreate, on my tablet.
yes.
And I took garbage bags and made flowers, and the bottle is a 7-Up bottle there. So it's made of garbage basically, and I took pictures of it with my phone. And I took pictures of it with my phone and composited them together in Photoshop and added lighting and shadow. So
Oh,
it's-
beautiful.
yeah.
It's,
Yeah, where are the
it-
roses? Where are they now?
yeah.
Oh,
In the garbage?
no,
Recycle.
recycle.
Ah.
Well, congratulations, because the transformation, my question was because the material, for more simple material, and modest material, which yes, can make a wonderful piece of art.
Yeah.
And in a way, included the lighting is provided on this particular centerpiece of the flower. It's amazing. It's called the attention. And the background is neutral. The brown says, don't call me. I'm here, but don't. So it's there, it's quiet in the back. So the big star is in the front of the stage. See, I'm here, the flower, But it's beautiful. I have a question, why this lighting is not coming here? Because it's probably you decided to put more focus on that one in the center, so, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Excellent. Wow.
You have one more?
One more.
Last one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Again, is there an artist here? Yes. No? That's not it?
This is the one in New Mexico.
Oh, it's in New Mexico. Yeah.
She was in New Mexico.
Right. Well, I selected this one because it's a little more, how I can say, not abstract, but it's a less detail in the one, because I come from the kind of sketching. I'm a sketcher, urban sketcher. It's mostly, you find me in the street just, sketching houses, building, or whatever it is, trees or whatever. And because in certain point, we need to render very easy and fast. I suppose that the artists probably do the same thing with this painting, because the material, or it's acrylic, or it's oil, is requiring hours and hours, just working perfection, looking, that everything can be right. But here it's like a sketching color. This impressionist view of the painting caught my attention when I saw this one. And in special, I would call this the house of the red roof. It's beautiful, this color, and white, how they can contrast there. Another thing, it looks like the morning is coming slowly in the back and the clouds moving there. But very impressionist work in general. The greens, they manage perfectly the greens in the front too. You see the different colors and shadows here. It's making the painting into part. This photo here and this. This is completely peaceful, neutral. You don't affect anything, but here is all the detail. So the big work is from this side to here. That's wonderful.
Victor, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time, for judging, and then coming to explain your choices to us.
Oh,
We really
it was my
appreciate it.
pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much.